You know door to door.
Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. This will be an open meeting and notice has been given to the public at least 24 hours prior to the meeting. So it's forwarded to the agenda, clerk on the recorder, and all other news media that are requested to see. Copies of the agenda were available for inspection at the office of the city administrator. 6 p.m. meeting of the regular council with the following agenda. Call to order, roll call.
Mary Beth Martin,
Here.
Carol Anderson,
Here.
Steve Dunleavy,
Here.
Albert Brock,
Here.
Riley Sewell,
Here.
Cory Stenstrup is excused, Dan Zeller.
Here.
Attorney Calvert.
Okay, moving on to number 3, invocation and pledge of allegiance by all the person on the floor.
Dear Lord, thank you for the full breadth of our blessings. Give us wisdom and strength that we need and guide us to make the best decisions for our community tonight. Please keep us healthy through this holiday season. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to number 4, approval of agenda as stated. Need a motion to approve the agenda. Second. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried to approve the agenda as stated. Moving on to number 5, approval of minutes as presented from city council and any special council meetings.
Motion to approve the minutes.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Approval of minutes as presented from the city council and the special council meetings have been approved. Public input. Public input?
Mike Felt, 172 Louis Ave. Just touching on a couple of the agenda items that I'm hoping the council will consider discussion on. First one being the residency requirement. I understand the desire to do that, but I also would ask the council to consider if that's the right thing to do. I don't want to steal Jack's comment from last week, but don't just do it because it's an easy thing to do. I think you have to think about what's the best thing for the residents of the city. Is that to have your executives live outside the city or not required to live in the city? We're taking residents off the tax base for one thing, which is something the city really can't afford to do. And I think it would just be a good idea to revisit that. Second thing is the resolution on the public fire protection tariff. Going back to a pledge of transparency here, I think it might be a good idea to explain to the citizens somehow, in some sort of correspondence, exactly why that's happening. Make it clear, and then also make it clear of what was done previously to create the situation to have to do this. And the third thing is the Tourism Commission. The appointments I see listed, not questioning any of those. My question would be, again, through transparency, why none of the committee members, tourism committee members, were considered for this commission? Riley did a lot of work to get this done. get this moving forward. He had a lot of pushback, but he got it done. To my knowledge, he wasn't even approached about being on the commission. I know there was a lot of discussion by the council about the budgeting of the funds for the commission and so forth. I know I spoke with Dee. She has probably the most financial background of everybody on the council. I think that would have been a good choice to have her on there. I don't think that she was considered. I think at the very least, the mayor owes those people on that committee more than a thank you, but an explanation as to why they weren't considered. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public input? Any other public input? Moving on to number 7, correspondence. Any correspondence? Third time, any correspondence? Moving on to number 8, approval of consent agenda. Approval of the ordinance regarding the revisions of the government and administration ordinance to the municipal code of ordinance for the city of O'Connell, increasing the number of alderpersons from 6 to 8. B, approval of an ordinance regarding revisions of the government and administration ordinance in the municipal code of ordinance for the city of O'Connell, termination of the tourism committee. C, approval of an ordinance regarding revisions to the government and administration ordinance in the municipal code of ordinance for the city of O'Connell, residency requirement for executive employees. Approval of a resolution electing to amend the public city protection tariff, public fire protection tariff. AD, approval of building and informational kiosk at Pond Park at a cost of no greater than $6,500, including a $2,500 grant, contingent to building size and zoning permits required. F, approval of advertising for closed bid at a minimum of $500, bid opening on January 17th, to be published in the newspaper for 1 week, posted on the city website and Facebook, and notify the adjacent neighbors by letter for the sale of parcel number 265-301 81761 Also to develop a policy for city-owned properties in the future to ensure consistency and fairness in the process. Motion?
For the kiosk one. I think we should include that, excuse me, Jeremy points out where it can be built because of the, he said there's sewers and
Utilities?
all utilities run. So I think we could probably add that in.
With location approval, I think. So we need a motion to approve that amendment, right?
Yeah, let's just, let's pull that one and have a motion on the others, and then we'll separately make a motion. Someone wants to make a motion on
The consent agenda
A, B, C, D.
minus E. We have a motion.
I don't have a motion, I have a question on F. A minimum bid of $500, I would like to see that raised, because we already had a bid of $500. So if we're gonna take another bid of $500, we should just take the first one, save ourselves 2 months of this. Just looking for opinions.
Don't pick the 501, so it's a dollar above what the previous bid was.
501 is another step. I mean, at that time, maybe a little higher than that. That's my opinion.
You remember that, girl? Or just a second?
550, 600? What does everybody else think? I just don't think it's right to sell it for 500 again, if we already had it at $500.
Well, I don't think it was that you didn't want that bid, I think it was you wanted to see if we could get anything more. And at the same time, we don't want it in our possession, we want it to be on the tax base.
And so we more about open stuff, getting considered for sale instead of at least like that. So, I'm okay with that.
Just my, yeah, it's up to everybody here. I think that's just my opinion.
I made a motion to approve the consent agenda minus E and F.
It's good.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, so A through D.
Yep. We have a second, any other comments or?
I have another one. See, we're on a roll. On C, on the residency requirement, I know when they do the interviews, you know, you want to keep them close, but on the same, playing devil's advocate here, I could say, yeah, you hire me from Appleton or even Nash, and I come here and interview, and yep, I'm gonna move. Or I'll move closer, but what happens if I don't move closer? What if I stay there? I just believe the police and the fire chiefs have to be here for an emergency, be able to be here quickly for an emergency.
Okay, so A, B, and D.
Let's just not do any of them. I mean,
Or do them
was that the
separate.
community as a whole last week? Let's just discuss this more.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go on C last time.
Well,
So I would vote
instead of a-
If it goes through all of them,
We
I'm
should have
gonna
went
vote
through
no.
it more than apparently.
Okay, so let's do A, B, and D, and then we can have the discussion.
Steve,
So we have an occurrence, I know in ordinance it did say that after somebody was hired, they would have 1 year to relocate. In the existing ordinance right now, has a situation ever occurred, and nobody, when you didn't move when they were supposed to, have ever been processed? Or you hired somebody and they were supposed to move in a year and then they didn't?
Well, that's the issue right now.
We continually eliminating positions out there. We used to have all the executive employees and we're taking them out. It was down to only the fire chief and the police chief.
And that's the issue right now, is the police chief is not there, and there's no one further to there.
So I 100% agree with them, because I think these are two critical positions. Like you said, a couple things, first of all, it takes them off the tax base, which, you know, we're paying their salaries, so it would be great if we could put them in taxes. And secondly, these two positions are affecting public safety, and I do agree with them, that we should be closer and be involved with that. So,
Well, let's approve the consent agenda and then have further discussion, because right now we have so much up in the air, let's keep it tidy here. So let's do the consent agenda, A, B, and D, Bob made a motion.
all those in favor say
No,
aye.
I'll do the second.
Okay.
Gerald Anderson?
Aye.
You got money?
I'm sorry, can you repeat what we're taking off the consent agenda?
This is just for item 8A, B, and D.
Taking C and E and F off. For now.
So we're not taking out the,
Termination of prison?
oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, I apologize. Yep, okay, then.
You got money?
I,
Bob LeBrecq?
Aye.
Riley Sole?
Aye.
Dan Sutton?
Aye.
Do we want to go to 8E then, since it was the first?
So there everybody had
Jeremy to do
contingent on Jeremy's
Location of.
location.
Motion to Bill.
I'll second.
Steve Donlevy?
I,
Bob LeBrecq?
Aye.
Riley Sole?
Aye.
Lori Spencer? Sorry about that. Dan Zeller?
Aye.
Harold Anderson?
Okay, on F, what would you like to do? 550, 600, what are your,
also $1,600.
I just don't like getting the same.
Okay, so motion by G to change to 600. Go to second.
We have a second? Yeah. Roll call.
Kyle LaBrus,
Aye.
Riley Soul.
Aye.
Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Daryl Anderson.
Aye.
Steve Almond.
Okay, moving on to C now. What would you like?
For a small one, that's a close one.
Actually, put a mileage. Is that what you're-
I would think mileage. That's how it is with the budget.
That's a 15-mile radius.
I'm sorry, what was that again, 15 now?
A fire department is 15-mile radius of, that's code for.
I'm not sure how appropriate.
Thirty, I mean, that's half an hour. But we, get you moved to the next.
I will after this.
Just intrude on, police and fire. How about sending it back to them to? For,
I think this is, yeah,
What's up then?
21 miles, 27 minutes.
if you want to send it back to police and fire, but you talk about police today,
Can we send it back to the recommendation?
that's fine too.
Just so they know where to send it back.
Policies and procedures of police department and fire department.
I would vote then that someone would come to the police and fire commission and just discuss how we do this. So if somebody would have been there, the decision of government, it's the public's government, so if you really want to know what's going on, transparency, come to the meetings. Wouldn't that be nice? It's simple.
Gotta go back to the police.
I would be comfortable with, I mean, you can eliminate it because that's what their proposal was. If you want something different, then I would send it back to them.
Or just leave it, that's it.
We could just watch it if you want it. And you can go from there.
I'll make a motion to send it back to the police and fire commission with a 30-mile radius. Just feel it's an important thing. You were saying that they're able to get here in an emergency quickly instead of.
Motion,
Riley Soul.
I guess we have discussion.
Yeah.
just come back. Yep, we have discussion.
So we're recommending that their reports proposed, that we're asking that to look at changes to it, a certain radius or whatever.
That's all you do is ask them to do it.
So back to police and fire commission, with the recommendation that they go from a 30-mile radius.
So then I guess we discuss whether or not that 30-mile radius, so I guess the first thing, but I guess not, is that the right number? You know, is it too much, small, are we okay with that number? In general, it's not, I may be, you know, they were sending it back to them, but maybe not for that number, or just to have them clarify in general their thoughts on or something like that, so I guess I might be comfortable voting to support that just based on that 30-mile stipulation, but just everyone give a recommendation, just a specific recommendation, or, I don't know, I guess I don't know how to proceed on that.
Well, they would have the possibility to change it once it's recommended to them.
Right, I'd be happy to say, look at 30-mile radius versus just tell us what you think, or something like that. Or make us, whatever suggestion you feel is most appropriate, or something, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I don't want to direct them to what we want.
Just say
30 miles, let the police and fire commission decide the mileage.
We're at that recommendation, even though I don't even know or whatever, but I'd be more comfortable with that one, so, you know, look at this number, read this, and come back to us, I guess. That makes sense.
Eight,
That's fine.
I think Rob has some first.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, I think that the police and fire commission goes over this again, they're gonna come up with a number they're comfortable with, and that's what they're gonna recommend back. I mean, initially, it's up to them.
Right.
absolutely.
So I'll write to amend the motion to have them come up with the mileage if that's what they want.
Motion to amend.
Good second. Second.
So we vote on the amendment, to change it, but not a specific.
Well, the
First of all.
the first vote is to amend it.
Right.
To add mileage, to add the mileage. Correct.
Without saying 30 miles,
Without
taking
Right.
that out.
Okay, Riley Stoll.
Aye.
Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Daryl Anderson.
Aye.
Steve Donlevy.
Aye.
Bobby Clark.
Now it would be the vote on the amended motion.
One comment, I guess, council in the past, thought it was pertinent to have that in our ordinances, whatever, we have a police chief and like you said, other executives, so I don't know if the one that was taken out. But I mean, if you look at other communities our size that have fire departments and see what the recommendations are for knowledge, and figure out the commission to have kind of an idea of what other communities are doing.
We look at that.
Yeah, you have to, please, take a look at it. Bob?
Wasn't there something in our ordinance about where you had to live, and we had to take it out for some reason? Because you couldn't tell people where they could look. Because I know there is a part of the, on Green Bay that is in town. And so, that's 30 miles away. But, I thought there was something in that, for you couldn't tell people where you live. Was it that why it was out of the ordinance?
No, I think in this ordinance, I mean, at one time, it included city attorney, city administrator, superintendent, building inspector, it included everybody. And it just, that's.
Over the years.
Down.
Yeah, I just wondered, I thought there was something that you shouldn't have to tell people in
The fire has this question.
Daryl Anderson. Steve Donlevy.
Aye.
Bobby Clark.
I,
Riley Stoll.
Moving on to number 9, discussion, action, recommendation on the following unfinished business is done. Moving on to number 10, discussion, action, recommendation on the following new business. 10A, approval of application for temporary Class B retailer's license from the Chickadee Fires for 84 Cherry Cross Road, Clay, on February 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th of 2025.
I make a motion to approve it.
Second, roll call.
Dan Zeller.
Yes.
Daryl Anderson.
Aye.
Steve Donlevy.
Aye.
Bobby Clark.
I,
Riley Stoll.
Moving on to 10B, approval of original alcohol beverage retail license application from Bobby Joe Buell, MTV Play Zone, in each located 908 Main Street, and appointment of agent Bobby Buell.
I have a question, I'm looking at your application, and it says for the license period beginning on 7/1/2024 and ending on 6/30/2024.
That's the normal full license period.
Should be 6/30/25? Yeah. So I'm just wondering if that's an accurate application. And then there was another question on number 6, where it says that individual partners agents liability under subject to completion of responsible beverage server training course for this license period. And she's got marked on no, it says yes, explain, and then go to the next page. It says, is the applicant using subject to completion of responsible beverage server training course? And it says yes. So you may or you may not, I mean, you know that they don't have to, on question 6, and there's something yes, they have to. On the next page where it says applicant. You know what I'm saying? Am I seeing that right?
Yeah, you are. And yes, they are required to, and yes, they do.
So I'm just wondering, if you got no on number 6, but you got yes on the next page, on the next question, that's that.
No, I think that was just a simple error, because they did take the course, so.
So can we make a motion on something that's inaccurate, or does that make a need to correct it?
I think you can.
Make a motion based on those changes. I'll make a motion based on those changes that we of all the.
I don't think they were trying to be sneaky, I think it was just a honest mistake.
I understand the students, but I'm just wondering, what age group is the play zone? I mean, LGBT play zone in each? Is this adult, is this young? Who's got
Do you
two?
want to answer that?
What's that, sir? I'm sorry.
What age group are you catering to? All of them?
Yeah, we don't have a certain age group. We have stuff for all ages to do
And
there.
that's all you want is a beer license?
He made a motion.
I'll second.
Go ahead, Andy, I'm sorry.
I'll second Riley's motion.
Roll call.
Carol Anderson.
Aye.
Steve Dunleavy.
Aye.
Bobby Brett.
Aye.
Riley Salt.
Aye.
Dan Zeller.
Moving on to 10C, approval of original alcoholic beverage retail license application from Ohio Beverages LLC located at 211 Main Street, and appointment of agent of Cart Food Shop.
This is for BP, they're not changing any of the licensing that they're asking for, they're just changing their name, which requires them to refile the application.
Is there a change in ownership?
No, it's the same one.
I have a motion,
I'll second.
Carol second. Roll call vote, please.
Steve Dunleavy.
Aye.
Bobby Brett.
Aye.
Riley Salt.
Aye.
Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Carol Anderson.
Aye.
10D, approval of appointment of Tina Exworthy to the Tourism Commission for a staggered 3-year term expiring in April 2028.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion by Rob,
Second.
no, roll call.
Bobby Brett.
Aye.
Riley Salt.
Aye.
Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Carol Anderson.
Aye.
Steve Dunleavy.
Aye.
Moving on to 10E, approval of appointment of Michelle Van Pepperhook to the Tourism Commission for a staggered 2-year term expiring April 2027.
Make a motion to,
Second, Richmond. Second. Roll call.
Riley Salt. Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Carol Anderson. Steve Dunleavy.
Aye.
Bobby Brett.
Aye.
Moving on to 10F, approval of appointment of Kim Reichstock to the Tourism Commission for a staggered 3-year term expiring in April 2026. Roll call vote, please.
Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Carol Anderson.
Aye.
Steve Dunleavy.
Aye.
Bobby Brett.
Aye.
Riley Salt.
Aye.
Moving on to 10G, approval of appointment of Alderperson Lori Spencer to the Tourism Commission.
Make a motion to approve, Lori.
Motion. I'll second. Roll call, please.
Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Carol Anderson.
Aye.
Steve Dunleavy.
Aye.
Bobby Brett.
Aye.
Riley Salt.
Moving on to 10H, approval of appointment of Mayor Cliff Martin to the Tourism Commission.
I'll make a motion to, approve the appointment.
Roll call vote, please.
Daryl Anderson.
Aye.
Lee Donlevy. Bob LaBrus.
Aye.
Riley Sol. Dan Zeller.
Okay, moving on to 10I, approval of appointment of Kelly Schwartz from Petcor to the Tourism Commission as an advisory member.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Roll call, please.
Lee Donlevy.
Aye.
Bob LaBrus.
Aye.
Riley Sol. Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Daryl Anderson.
Aye.
Moving on to 10J, approval of appointment of Samantha Russo from the O'Connell County, the O'Connell Area Chamber of Commerce to the Tourism Commission as an advisory member.
I'll make a motion to approve Samantha Russo to the advisory member.
I'll second.
Roll call vote, please.
Bob LaBrus.
Aye.
Riley Sol. Dan Zeller. Daryl Anderson.
Aye.
Lee Donlevy. Aye.
First of all, Ryan, you did do a great job. I think you're thinking of that side of the commission certainly.
Yep.
Second of all, a lot of the members knew there was a possibility of community to commission doing. And this is something new, this is something that we don't know what direction is going in yet. There is money that is there yet, and for the tourism committee from this tech board. So this is gonna be new, it's gonna be something different. It's gonna be, I know I wouldn't want to be on it, because it is going to be, where they have to make decisions and keep records for the state statutes. So, this is something that's gonna be new. Jack, thanks for serving. So, that's all I want to say.
No, thank you, Bob. Okay, moving on to 10K, recommendations to the Finance Committee, approval of accounts payable for the month of November 2024, in the amount of $657,000, $657,840.30. Payroll for the month of November 2024, in the amount of $167,714.79. And other financial reports as presented.
Make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Roll call vote, please.
Riley Sol.
Aye.
Dan Zeller.
Aye.
Daryl Anderson.
Aye.
Lee Donlevy.
Aye.
Bob LaBrus.
Aye. Okay. In the packet, 10L, recommendations from the Board of Public Works, approval of pay request number 4, for Spice Road Project, ACG construction. You have that in front of you. I believe this is the last payment.
The last payment, yep, and the current payment due is $110,496.63. And then on the last page, you can see that's for some asphalt, finishing up the asphalt, and then some landscaping there.
I just have a question. I'm not a construction person. I know this is certainly after the fact because what's done is done, but I've had several citizens asking, I don't know if we got gutter on that road. They said it would make sense going down to where the residents were, but kind of around the road, they were wondering why the city spent money on that, so. I don't know.
I believe that was part of the grant process.
That's why that recreational trail thing is there, we've all part of that grant.
For different parts of the project, you get points, which will give you more money. If you put in special things like the trail and stuff, and the curb and things like that. So it benefits us when it's covered by grant and things like that. Also, it's fixing up the existing area, so it's just a start to it.
Okay, just curious, because I have no idea, because I went to construction, so.
One thing that will happen is when the forestry committee has committed to put some trees out there to kind of dress up the landscape.
And we have gone through that already. Did they look at that?
No, I don't think that's in the grant, but, yeah, they have a budget to do it.
And then we just have to every year for Arbor Day.
Yeah, so it's gonna be nice to know the
The Great Water Park.
And something else on that. When you turn the corner, when you're going towards the river, there's gravel in there now. That's all been stamped and packed. Next spring, the county is going to blacktop that. That's why it's made it so you can't go on that, so you don't move it. So it's gonna be blacktop next spring.
Yeah.
We had talked about, on Public Works years back, that when we do a street, now we're gonna do a street complete, which will include curb and gutter and everything. Instead of doing some of the streets, I know there was one of them years ago, there was some back Boyd Avenue, where they did the street, but they didn't put curb and gutter, and it doesn't look like they put a new street, and so we talked it over and decided that when the street gets done, we're gonna do curb and gutter on all.
Is that including aprons too? Aprons putting there?
I know the other state have their plans, I know Harbor too is gonna look at doing some extra paving out there for considering where parking or the language or whatever, that was part of this, but. So there's a few more things going on.
So no concern with truck pulls, that's pretty much anything out there, everything you got going on?
I don't think it would be that.
No, did not.
Okay.
Any other questions I have, or do you have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve payment to KCG Construction, $110,496.63 for the final thing, Slides Road.
Second. Roll call vote, please.
Leon Zeller,
Yes.
Gerald Anderson,
Yes.
Lee Godley,
Aye.
Bob LaBrant, Riley Stoll.
Who's taking the adjournment? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries to adjourn. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Get in there and pull on, huh? No, but